Welcome to the iSNF Cup Series. I'm Rhea Ferris. Well, thanks for joining us here this evening at Sonoma Raceway, home of wine country in Northern California, as we will set sail for 55 laps, 110 miles around this very tricky road course circuit. It has been a staple on the NASCAR Cup Series schedule since I can remember as a kid. So it'll be very fun to broadcast this tonight, as I suspect that we will see some good action out there. It being a playoff race. This is round number 21 of the season 5 season, as far as the full season goes. But this is actually only the second round of the playoffs, but it's the first round of the 12. So last week was an elimination race. 4 drivers, including myself, were eliminated from the round of 16. Now we're in the round of 12, and this is the first of 2 rounds of 12. We will go on to New Hampshire next week to do the second round of 12. Speaking of playoff drivers versus the ones that were eliminated, etc., anybody that has a car number highlighted in the color orange, as you can see on the tower to your left, Hernandez, Wilson, Maines, Hagstrom, Weimer, Battle, Sear, and Chu, just to name a few, are highlighted in orange. Those are your current playoff drivers. There are still a few as well that are just not in the top 20 as far as practice times right now. But practice times, we have Rodrigo Novaes. He is blazing the track as we speak with a 1:14.59. I know that is a new iSNF track record. We'll go over that here in just a moment, but he is definitely on fire tonight. I'm curious to know if there's anybody out there that's going to have anything for him. But we do have some drivers that have yet to log in. I know we're expecting a few Swedes to come in from another session. Alex Eraldson, Marcus Hagman, and Danny Solo, I think. And that's a playoff driver, Danny Solo is. So I think that they're wrapping up their league session, and they'll be in here shortly. But meanwhile, this is practice going on, and we can go over the playoff picture here with you. Let's bring that up if possible. We've got again a season 5 playoff picture. It is the round of 12, part 1, and it is Charles Roberson coming into this race with a decent healthy lead, I would say. I mean, he's 28 above the cutoff line. He's going to need to continue to trend upward to stay in that comfortable leading spot. Jalen Battle also pretty comfortable as well coming into this race. Angel Hernandez and Danny Solo, as well as James Bowles, Daniel Homer, Steven Sear, and Brian Chu, as they're all going to have to really watch their P's and Q's tonight, as well as next week at New Hampshire, if they're going to stay relevant going in to the next round, which will be a round of 8. Again, if they're not great road course racers, they do have next week at New Hampshire, which is kind of a paperclip shaped oval, say an enlarged Martinsville, if you will. So flat banking, flat corners, a lot of speed down the straightaways. It has a little bit of tendency of a road course. Drivers like Robbie Gordon back in the day in the NASCAR series and stuff, like, he was good there for a reason, because it kind of raced like a road course. So maybe some of the guys that are good here will carry over the next week, but it being a traditional oval versus lefts and rights, you might still actually come up with some survivors into this playoff bracket. Joey Maines, Michael Hagstrom, Isaac Wilson, and Jeff Weimer, they're sort of in the danger zone right now. They're going to need to put up or shut up, but both races stay relevant going into the round of 8. The 4 drivers that were eliminated last week, including myself, was also Kiko Garcia, Joe Grijalva, and Chris Van Mastrick, all eliminated from last week, sadly. But we gave it our best out there, and we tried, and still just failed to come home short. I missed it by 1 point, guys. 1 point. Brian Chu got me by 1 point there. I don't know how that happened, but he snuck up and he stole it from me. That's okay, Brian. You're gonna probably go deeper in the playoffs than I was ever gonna anyway. So, let's talk about some track facts out here at Sonoma. I was saying earlier, we had a track record once originally set by Joey Berge at a 1:16.042. That is completely shattered here in practice. I don't know if the practice is counting toward the track record. I don't know how Sim Racer Hub will score that. I don't think it's official, the 1:14.59 by Rodrigo at the moment. We may have to wait for the session to convert over to the qualifying session for that time to stick. So he's going to have to try to beat the one. He's going to easily do it. So once we get into open qualifying, the bottom of the hour, expect Rodrigo to shatter that 1:16.042 that you got on the screen right there with probably a 1:14 or a 1:15 at least. Average number of cautions at this track is a goose egg. It's a 0. Why? Well, because unless there's a log jam in a turn 1 or something like that to start the race and we have to kind of re-rack them and stack them, it's just not going to, there's no cautions necessary, and we're not even going to have stage cautions either. So with that said, average number of lead change as well as 3. We've had 3 events here at Sonoma with 3 different winners, I should say. 3 different winners for 3 different races held. Current lap leader is Marcus Hagman with 54 laps led, respectively. Again, we're expecting him to show up into the session here momentarily. Again, the Swedes are wrapping up a session, I guess, in another league. Moving on to the pick 6. Speaking of Marcus Hagman, definitely shows that he has the best finishes in iSNF at Sonoma in a cup car. Marcus Hagman with a 3.0 average finish here at Sonoma. Brian Chu, very respectable. He is the second best driver coming into this race. Looking at the pick 6 here, Brian Chu averages 7.5 as his finish here at Sonoma. Isaac Wilson, definitely a surprise as well. He's another playoff driver. Brian and Isaac are in the playoffs, by the way. So Isaac with an 8.0 average finish. He's third best coming into this race. These are based on veteran stats, guys. These are not rookie stats. These are guys that have been here a while and have at least 3 races or so to their credit at this track in a cup car. So just letting you know, like guys like Rodrigo and Alex Eraldson and some of those guys are not going to show up on something like this because they just don't have enough track time to get stats to be relevant. Eugene Thorne, kind of another big surprise here with a 10.0 average finish for Wood Brothers there. Eugene Thorne expecting to be very solid tonight. He's definitely not going to light the world on fire, but he's definitely someone to keep an eye out for a top 10 finish. Jeff Weimer, he's got a P2 at this track. He's averaging 10.5 as an average finish over the course of many races here in the Cup Series. He's got 93 starts to his name in the Cup Series total. A lot of them here at Sonoma as well, with a 10.5 finish. Definitely someone to look out for. He is a playoff driver as well. And then how about Mike Iskandar? He is from California. He's from Southern California, not Northern Cal where we are now. But it's somewhat of a home track to him and does pretty well here. 12.3 average finish. Definitely not something to, again, say that he's going to win the race or something. But somebody to look to be pretty solid tonight is Mike Iskandar out there. So just wanted to share that with you as well. And let's look at these team wins. Stuart Haas coming into this race with 7 wins collectively. Colleague Racing with 3. Joe Gibbs Racing with 3. And then Penske, Hendrick, Rick Ware, RFK Racing, 2311, RCR, and Legacy all bring it home with one victory on the season each. So Stuart Haas, yeah, that's been the place to be all year long. Several different driver changes. However, there are a couple of drivers that have stayed, so they are definitely ones that have contributed to that number. And then we come into our Manufacturers Championship coming into this week at Sonoma. We have Ford with 10 wins on the season. 10 wins. We're up to double digits for the Blue Oval guys. That's great news for the folks out of Dearborn, Michigan. Well, I guess Ford just stands for first on race day, and it's showing it right here in the iSNF NextGen Cup Series. The bow tie is in P2 with 6 wins on the season. And then we have the Toyota with 4. So that is the stats for the Manufacturers Championship coming into this race. Rodrigo, looking at your timing and scoring here, is still your fastest on the track. Angel Hernandez, second quick. So let's see if we can bring in a guy to interview. See if we can bring in somebody that maybe one of the pick 6 drivers or something. Let's try to grab Mike Iskandar. He's from California. He might have something good to say about his home state. Mike Iskandar, you're live in the booth here on iSNF TV. Do you have a copy? Mike, do you have a copy?
Yeah.
Hey, how are you doing, my friend?
Yeah, how you doing?
Good. So this is not really a home track per se, but it's a home state track. We'll go with that, right? You're coming into this race with an average finish of 12.3. You made the pick 6 this week, so somebody to keep an eye out for to have a solid run. How's the next gen car treating you out there? How's the track conditions? What do you think you have for him tonight?
So far, I'm everywhere. Not used to roller coaster. Watch my best.
So, is it slick out there on new tires? Is it as they warm up, do they get more grip? How's the car handling overall? Like,
right now I'm just figuring it out by during ratio and see how it goes.
Yeah, 10-4. So what's the trickiest curve out of all of these? What's the trickiest curve in the event? Yeah. Well, Mike, I'm going to let you go. I think you're cutting in and out a little bit too, so I'm going to bring you back down to your home chat. But good luck out there. I hope you come home with a good top 10 finish.
Okay, I hope so.
All right, buddy. Mike Iskandar, driver of car number 1, the Trackhouse machine. As we're going to see if we can bring in. How about somebody I think that's actually may have won at this racetrack? How about Mr. Austin Cook? You're live in the booth on iSNF TV. How are you, my friend?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Long time no chat. Great to have you back here for kind of a one-off at a road course. Do you have a win here in this league? I want to say you do, or you came pretty close.
I do. I almost had a second one, but my only win here came in the championship year.
Yeah. So was it in a cup race? Do you remember, or if it was a trucks or
it was?
It was. Awesome. So you may be the only one in this race right now with a win under their belt in the Cup Series that's still active in the league. So you've got a little bit of flexing to do out there. How does the car feel on cold tires versus when they warm up?
It is borderline uncontrollable on cold tires, but weirdly enough, the car only gets faster as the race progresses. We're setting our fastest laps on about 15 runs.
Yeah. What is the trickiest corner out there? I was trying to ask Mike that earlier, and he was struggling with the microphone there. But
my personal opinion, it's the corner right before the S's, the one that goes 180 and then it's an immediate left into the S's.
Yes, I agree. That's exactly where my trouble spot is too. I hate that doggone turn. I want to say that that's turn 7.
I believe so.
Yeah. After watching the Xfinity race yesterday, I kind of learned the turns a little bit and the names of them with Kevin Harvick in the booth. So
Right.
I like when he goes from 3A or 3 to 3A and then 4 and then we go to 7. He says because we can't count anymore.
Right.
Yeah, that was a good one. So yeah, I see where you're at on track right there, Austin. And the corner that you're talking about is this one right here.
Yep, missed it.
Yep. Well, you still did better than I did, and you got Mr. Weimerty outside. So you're going to be driving car number 8 tonight because Colt Curry's got the 84 for now, and so you're going to try to get out there and get old Rowdy Bush a dub, possibly.
Yeah, we're gonna try our best with that one. I'm on a pretty good lap right now, about to go on the green, hopefully.
Awesome.
A little bit faster.
So how's the real world racing going in Austin while we got you in the booth here?
Currently not too well, but we got a very big announcement coming soon, thanks to our sponsors that we do have back us for the rest of this year and on to the next year.
That's awesome, man. Well, good luck on that, and we're always here cheering for you, Austin. Is there anyone you wanted to give a shout out to here before we let you go?
Not currently. I'll probably see y'all after the race in the booth.
Awesome, man. Well, I'll put you back down with your teammates. It was good talking to you and catching up, and hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of the race, yeah?
Alrighty.
And you were down in what, RCR or LMC?
Yeah. RCR.
Okay. All right, that was Austin Cook, driver of car number 8 tonight, and we definitely wish him the best out there. I don't know if we're going to have time to grab one more. I'm going to see if I can maybe bring in one more. Hold on one second. Trying to do a little bit of admin work at the same time. Yeah, I'd like to see if I can bring in one more possibly before we go. Let's see about Mr. Jeff Weimer. Mr. Jeff Weimer, do you have a copy? Jeff Weimer, you're in the booth?
Yes, I do.
Awesome. Well, you're coming in as one of my personal favorites to make it to the next round in the championship. So you actually made it to pick 6 as well. You're one of the 6 best drivers at this track in iSNF as far as the veterans go. I think you actually have like a P2 at this racetrack. What can you do to repeat that tonight?
Well, just be steady. A long race, you have to be just. If you run consistent here, you can place pretty good. The fastest laps doesn't hold up here. You just run consistent laps, fast consistent laps. You'll place pretty good.
Yeah, 10-4. Are you going to be racing it any different because you're in the playoffs? I mean, are you going to be watching those 29Xs, make sure that they stay under so you don't get DQ'd, so you can carry the momentum in at least to the finish line at the end of 55 laps?
Oh, for sure. I'll be racing a little bit cautious.
Yeah, and it's a matter of dodging some of the guys that are less talented and skilled out there as well, I'm sure. So, but... I'm definitely cheering for you in the booth. Of course, I am in the booth. Ghost Racing Network could not cover us tonight. They had prior commitments, so I'm in the booth. I will be out there. I will run a lap or two just to get the number 12, some car owner points, and some visibility. But other than that, I'll be up here calling the shots and definitely, bring some luck to Eugene as well, and hope to interview you and him at the end of the race, and hopefully maybe even get a win out there. Just because Rodrigo's fast doesn't mean he's going to win. I mean, I've seen some guys come in here and he's very fast, but I've also seen the fast drivers like Joey Berge get taken out in turn 11 by the pits and get killed there before. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, so it just because they're fast doesn't mean they're going to win. They got to get through the lap traffic, and they got to have people racing clean around them in order to actually make it happen. So, but best of luck to you, Jeff, and we'll see you here in a little while.
Okay.
All right, Jeff Weimer, driver of the number 2 Team Penske Ford, as we're going to get ready to go to qualifying here momentarily. Try to get you a better camera angle here. Somehow this did not work. Well, so I guess because it is going to... Huh. I don't know what's going on here. It's fighting with me on the cameras, guys. I apologize. Maybe these cars are not on the track or something right now. I don't know. Yeah, it's just not... We'll have to work on that. I'm not sure what is going on. I may need to restart my... Yeah, it could be that. But yeah, we are getting ready to go to qualifying, guys. It'll be a 10-minute qualifying. It'll be open qualifying, which is a lot different than our typical solo qualifying at an oval track. We are trying to replicate what they do in real life NASCAR and let these guys get out there and run together, and then whoever comes up with the fastest lap time gets the pole. So very different, but also true to life, so why not? And hopefully I can get these cameras to work. Jeez, I may need to restart my SDK. See if I can get it to work now. No. All right. Well, let's take a quick break during qualifying, and I'm going to see if I can get this figured out, guys.
Get cable-free live TV with no hidden fees and watch whenever you want with unlimited DVR space. YouTube TV. Try it free. Terms apply. Cancel anytime.
We are back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this 0.625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes all around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turns number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead, and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into second position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison. So here we go. It's just about to go away. They bump coming out of turn 4. Earnhardt gets the lead. We had just heard from our spotters that Neil Lyons... Dale Earnhardt is on his last lap. This will be his 24th career win. Dale Earnhardt wins the first Union 400 at North Wilkesboro.
From the very first days of the sport, and for nearly 50 years, North Carolina's North Wilkesboro Speedway hosted NASCAR's Top Series. The list of winners in Wilkesboro sounds like roll call at the NASCAR Hall of Fame. Petty, Pearson, Earnhardt, Waltrip. In September of 1996, the last of 93 Cup races at North Wilkesboro, another future Hall of Famer took the final checkered flag, Jeff Gordon. Since then, save for a brief attempt 10 years ago to open the unique 5/8 mile oval, the famed track has laid dormant and in a state of general disrepair. But last fall, Dale Jr. led a huge effort to clean up the facility so the folks from iRacing could laser scan every inch of the historic oval, reproduce the track for their sim, and now, today, for the first time in nearly a quarter century, albeit virtually, there will be racing again at North Wilkesboro. Fox welcomes you to something you've never seen before, the virtual North Wilkesboro Speedway, for the final round of the NASCAR Pro Invitational Series on iRacing. This is so cool. North Wilkesboro Speedway sits right off US 421, about 45 minutes from my house. I drive by it often, and I'm now seeing for the first
All right, guys, I apologize for that. Hopefully we can get the screen to go back live and not be a black screen. So hopefully everything is a-okay now. I'd love to hear from the folks in the chat, see how everything is looking now. For some reason, SDK decided to go kaputs. So I'm trying to so now I can actually see the cameras and things like that. So I do apologize. We had some issues with the cameras, and it looks like it's something is also overlaying here. Yeah. Amateur hour here for just a second, guys. I apologize. I'm trying to get this going. But that is Mr. Brian Chu out there. Brian Chu with 105 starts. 105 career starts. Mr. Brian Chu. And let's see if we can get the tower back for the qualifying. That seems to be a little bit more easy to read for a qualifying session. So, yeah, Mr. Brian Chu out there, currently 11th quickest. It looks like Josh Grosso is currently the fastest one on the track in car number 38. As it looks like the 47 is having some issues there early on in this qualifying session. We do have 3.5 minutes left of qualifying, and I'm going to try and I'm curious to see where Rodrigo qualifies. Rodrigo Novice has yet to get to the top of the board like I thought he would. But needless to say, officially, unofficially, Joshua Grosso now takes the iSNF record. No, that is just shattered by Alex Eraldson. In about 2 seconds. Alex Eraldson now shatters Joey Berge's former track record of 116. He's now a 115.84 by the Swede out of Prestorp. And I'm going to be driving car number 7 tonight, the Spire Motorsports. Whoa! As it looks like there's a little bit of... Whoa! A little bit of... yeah. A little bit of action going into turn 7. As the 11 car seemed to have gotten a little hot and heavy on the pedal there. Angel Hernandez having a pretty solid qualifying as well. He's 3rd quickest out there. He's one of the playoff drivers to keep an eye on as well because, well, he's going to need to try and get a good finish to advance into the next round. Isaac Wilson, he is 4th quickest out there. Really nice job so far. Peter Terrio out there. He's the one that just got caught up in that wreck, got a little too hot and heavy on the pedal. He is 5th quickest. Daniel Homer, another playoff driver, driving the Auto Trader number 22 for Team Penske tonight. 6th quickest. Again, he's a playoff driver. Austin Cook, we talked to him a little while ago. He's going to be piloting the RCR number 8 out there, the McLaren Custom Grills Chevrolet. He currently sits 7th quickest in the qualifying. And Danny Solo, his paint is not loading, but we're gonna go ahead and refresh that while we're at it, guys. We're gonna see some white cars here just for a little while till we can get everybody loaded up. Joe Grijalva out of El Paso, Texas. Actually, he just fell out of the playoffs, but he's solid. He's 9th quickest out here. Tristan Rivers, not on track at the moment, but he's 10th quickest in qualifying. Blake Lothian, the Cars Tour Series driver. He actually races in the Cars Tour Series. He actually has some NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series starts to his credit as well. He's kind enough to be racing in our league, and we love having him. Blake, we adore you. I'm glad you're here, and I hope you're here to stay, because you make us proud, and we like to watch you on Flow Racing and see how you do in the Cars Tour and stuff. So, yep, he's 11th quickest out there. And playoff driver Joey Maines, the Talladega winner. Was it Talladega we just had, or was it Daytona race? I can't even remember. I think it was a Talladega race. Joey Maines won that race, coming to the line for his first career start. He's got 75 starts in the Cup Series, and he is not eliminated from the playoffs yet, so look for him to get out there and do some good stuff. He's now actually 8th quickest on the board, so look for Joey to get something done, as it looks like, yeah, Joey and Joe and Danny all climbed up into the top 10. And some people are electing not to do any qualifying. Those are Richard Malagani, Mike Iskandar, Rodrigo Neves for some reason is not qualifying. Charles Roberson, who is coming in here with the points lead, is not qualified at all yet. Chris Van Mastrick, Casey Tomlinson, Johnny Castle, Hars Misal, Colt Curry, and Jake Grout have yet to set times out there on the track. So we'll be interested to see how that strategy takes shape for them. But it looks like Alex Eraldson is going to take your pole position, which is pretty cool. They should be gridding up here momentarily. And see if we can get that to load here in just a little bit. Qualifying is over. They should be gridding here, like I said, very momentarily. I'm going to try and get a camera angle for you on pit road. I'm trying to figure out where these guys are. And wait for the session to kind of revert over here. Oh, not again. Not again. Come on, people. All right, we got a car here. That's all we need at the moment. Let's go ahead and take a look at your starting grid. We'll go ahead and get rid of that driver bar at the bottom. Alex Eraldson out of Perstorp, Sweden, takes the pole position tonight with a 1:15.847. That is definitely a new track record for iSNF track stats. So congratulations to Alex in the Spire number 7. Josh Grosso, he starts to the outside of row number 1, driving car number 38. Angel Hernandez, one of his best friends, starts P3 right behind him. He's representing the country of Mexico. He'll be in that car number 6. He's definitely somebody to watch out for tonight. Isaac Wilson starting P4, playoff driver as well. Daniel Homer out of Sweden. He is another playoff driver to watch out for. He's also out of Sweden. And then Peter Terrio filling in for the Joe Gibbs 11 car. He's starting 6th. Austin Cook driving car number 8 tonight. He starts P7. Joey Maines out of Michigan will start P8. He is a playoff driver to watch out for. Joe Grijalva, he's out of El Paso, Texas. He will start the Rick Ware Racing car number 51 P9 tonight. Danny Solo will start 10th. He's also out of Sweden, and a playoff driver, Blake Lothian, will be starting his number 14 machine from P11. And we have Tristan River starting P12 in the 23 machine. And then we have I'm sorry, let's see. We got the next round of people. Rosa Laszlo out of Budapest, Hungary, starts P13 in car number 9. Jeff Weimer, a playoff driver out of Pennsylvania, will start 14th. Michael Hagstrom from Sweden will start 15th in car number 15. And Jalen Battle will start P16 in car number 24. Stephen Sear out of Maine, he will start 17th. Christian Delgado, 18th starting position. Brian Chu, a playoff driver, he'll start P number 19. Justin Barkley in car number 16 will start 20th. Paul Wilson driving the Front Row Motorsports car number 36. He'll be starting 21st. William Britton starts 22nd. Jason Bauer out of Canada, he'll start 23rd. Eugene Thorne, 24th in car number 21. And then you have myself, Johnny Castle, 26th. Hars Misal out of India, he'll start 27th. Casey Tomlinson, 28th. Mike Iskandar, 29th. Chris Van Maastricht out of Michigan, he'll start 30th. Charles Roberson, 31st. Colt Curry starts 32nd. Jake Grout, 33rd. Rodrigo Novaes, your favorite to win the race, he starts P34. And Richard Malagani will start 35th. And they take the green here, and they are off to see the Wizard guys here at Sonoma Raceway. The Sears Point 110 at Sonoma has begun, and Alex Eraldson to the point right away, as he doesn't have any type of challenges yet, as it's looking like Josh Grosso will try to, spend the rest of the session chasing him down. We'll have to see how the strategy plays out, guys. So I do want to apologize for the information bar at the bottom, the toolbar. I forget how to eliminate that. If anybody has a quick F key fix, send in the chat. I'd love for you to do so. If there's like a quick Alt F key or something like that, I just forget what those buttons are. But yep, Alex Eraldson definitely out there to a good size lead. Let's go ahead and get some information out for these drivers, as they will go 55 laps tonight, which is 110 miles at this tricky road course in Northern California, home of wine country. I've been near the track before. I haven't been to it or seen a race here, but I have laid my eyeballs or set my peepers on it, if you will, if you're a fan of Vice Grip Garage. I did hook my peepers onto this track at one point as I went by. Alex Eraldson out there had a 123 as his last lap. Definitely not his qualifying speed, but I think once his tires warm up and he gets more comfortable behind the wheel, and probably start to see those lap times start to take shape a little bit. And again, Josh Grosso running P2, and his friend Angel Hernandez with a very solid effort in third right now. So definitely another driver that's going to be very consistently solid tonight. Daniel Holmer, he is currently the top Swede, the fastest Swede, if you will, on the track. Daniel Holmer, Angel Hernandez and Daniel Holmer are both playoff drivers. You have another playoff driver right on his back bumper. That is Isaac Wilson running 5th position out of Shelton, Washington. Isaac with the league quite a while. This is his 61st career start. He's still looking for his first iSNF Cup Series win. I think one day it will come. Not sure if it's going to be tonight at Sonoma, but you never know. You never know. And then you got Joe Grijalva. He is running, what is that, a Serial 1 e-bikes. That's right, I have seen a commercial for that. That's pretty cool. I wish I had that kind of money to buy one, but those e-bikes are pretty neat looking. I'd love to have one of those. So that's a pretty cool sponsor to have on your car for a race like this. Michael Hagstrom, his teammate, who drives car number 15, he's the one that does the paint jobs for these. Or should I say wrap schemes. Not paint jobs. There's no paint booths anymore. They just print them out on a machine and then they put down some soap and water or whatever and then throw them on and then use a squeegee. There's like videos about it. But I guess it's cheaper and more eco-friendly or something, so I guess that's part of it. And Austin Cook is right on his back bumper, though. Austin Cook, former winner at this track. We talked about that earlier. He's running 7th right now, but there's a big race still yet to go. We will not have cautions tonight. And we will have stages. I am trying to read my notes here to remember when the stages are. So give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to get that information for you, because there is some valuable information. Where the frig is it, though? Here we go. It is stage laps are 15 and 30. So we're only on lap 4, so 15 and 30, no cautions for those stages. No auto cautions on as well. They only get the area cautions. And so they have a 29x DQ limit, 0 fast repairs, 3 extra sets of tires, 60% fuel. And we never did pull up your weather and stuff, but we can go ahead and look at that here. Let's go back up to the leader and we'll check your weather and stats here. So we got a 7-mile-an-hour wind. I do believe that was out of the south. And then we have a 70-degree Fahrenheit ambient temperature, which brings the track temperature to 88 degrees Fahrenheit among mostly cloudy skies and a 60% humidity out there. Let's take a look at his inputs. I'm not sure if that's gonna load. No, probably not that one. Let's try. Here we go. So let's watch Alex Eraldson, your race leader, go around this track. He's got a speed up there. So it looks like he's climbing to about 133 in the S's. Gear number 4. I'm surprised at that because okay, he's gearing down to 2 coming into turn 11. He's going to get that inside bite that you desperately need at this track. And then he's going to go back through the gears up to 3rd, 4th. I'm just curious to know if he ever... Yep, 5th gear right there, 142 miles an hour for Alex Eraldson across the stripe to lead yet another lap going into lap 6 as he gets ready to climb elevation and go through 3 and 3A turns here. And then he'll come up on turn number 4 here momentarily. That's what turn... Actually, that would be... Yeah, I think that is turn 4 right there. And then this will be turn 7. Why is it turn 7? Because those inside... right there to your left, if you look, there's part of the track that is not being used, and that would be turns 5 and 6. I guess I call it the carousel. Chris Van Maastricht's asking about when is Talladega. I guess he's maybe having some bad luck. Oh, yeah, he's got some serious front left damage to his car. Yeah, that's not very healthy looking right there. Richard Malagani, I think, has retired as well. I haven't seen Rodrigo on the track since the race started. I'm not sure what happened there. Looks like Rosa Laszlo's on pit road. Casey's got damage as well. Johnny Castle's coming in for an unscheduled pit stop on lap 7. I don't know if he's got damage or what's going on. Jake Grout is on pit road with some severe damage with the right front of that machine. Blake Lothian is sitting here in the pits. I don't know what kind of damage maybe he has. Let me get a different angle. Yep, some damage on the left side maybe. Wow. We got Tristan Rivers out there still hanging on though. And like I said, Chris sitting on pit road. William Britton, I haven't even seen on track, so I'm not sure what's going on there. So your last running car is Harse Misal out of India. He's got, wow, some significant radiator damage on his Chevrolet. Jason Bauer, I guess, would be the last running machine with no damage. He's in P21, the Shelburne, Nova Scotia native, driving the 45 car in place of Cody McCorkle tonight, who's still on vacation. Paul Wilson still hanging on out there as well. I don't see a whole lot of damage on his machine. Mike Iskandar, the Big Moose, Be a Moose, the Chevrolet there. Don't see really any damage on his machine either. We got Christian Delgado running 17. We do have some rear spoiler damage on Barkley's machine and some right front damage as well. It looks like he got into something pretty severe. So he's driving a broken race car in 16th right now, just trying to hang on. And then you get to your last place running. I take that back. There's Michael Hagstrom. Is wow. He's a playoff driver. He's got significant front end damage on his car, number 15. Holy moly. So yeah, there's some damage on the 11 car. Steven Sears seems to be running pretty clean. He's a playoff driver that does need to stay clean. You got Jalen Battle with a clean car. Jeff Weimer doing pretty good here in P9. He looks pretty solid. Cannot get Danny Solo's paint to load. I'm not sure what in the world is going on with Danny Solo and his car. So I'm going to try and run that again and see if I can get it to load. If not, he's going to end up with a -5 for the wrong scheme, which could really hurt him in the playoff chances. So Alex Harrelson's still your leader out there on lap 9. Again, we have 6 more laps to go before we get to the first stage break, which won't be an actual caution break. It'll just be a stage for scoring purposes, that is. Homer still hanging on to 4th. Wilson still 5th. Nothing's really changed up here, guys. So we're just going to kind of put it right there on cruise control just for a second. And I believe the reason why I'm going to do that is because I am hold on 1 second here. I'm going to try and do something for you guys. All right, let's take a quick run around Sonoma. First person perspective in car number 12. I'm gonna get out here and get some laps. We still have the ticker going at the top to have your favorite driver still be showing as to where they are. You can follow your favorite driver and what position they are in while I do a lap or two around Sonoma for you, and then I'll be right back up in the booth from the bird's eye perspective. But since we don't have a whole lot of action going on right now, why not get out there and get some car owner points for Team Penske in car number 12. And the blue flag represents that there is a lead lap car coming up behind me that I need to yield for. So I am more than happy to do that. Yep, see, cold tires will cause you to spin out very quickly. So I'm just trying to go out here and run a clean lap, and it's just not possible. I already have a 2X. just from barely even coming out of the pit stall. But we will get this
One on the
lap
right
done.
side.
We'll get hopefully this lap and another one in.
Clear.
And then we'll park it back in
On your right. Clear.
the booth, and we'll come back up and see where your leaders are for the stage
Right
end.
side.
See if we can
Clear if you need it.
see where everybody's at. But this is the
On your right.
turn number,
Clear, clear, clear.
that's turn number 7 right there. And then you've got the S turns right here. This looks like where your race leader stays in
One on the right
4th
side.
gear.
Clear, clear, clear. Right side. Clear, clear, clear.
I went to 5th though, because I just need wow, another big wreck right there. Looks like Barkley again with some more issues. Car number 16, hard hit to the inside retaining wall just before turn 11. I think he lost his hood in that one. So about to complete a possible lap here for myself.
On your right.
Yeah.
Still there. Clear.
And there goes Brian Chu, one of the playoff drivers. I try not to get into anybody's way.
Right side.
I'm just out here for some car owner
You're
points.
clear.
I am
One on the right side.
the owner of the
Clear.
iSNF version of Team Penske, so it's crucial that I get out here and maintain some sort of points for my team and try to take advantage of some cars that are wrecked or haven't even started the race. So might as well pick up those points that are sitting on the table just waiting to be grabbed.
On your right.
Then we'll get back in the booth. And
Clear,
we'll finish
clear.
out this race on the TV set. But yeah, it does require a lot of focus. I am not a road driver, as you can see. I really suck at it. I like my 1.5 miles, my intermediates. Those are where I tend to do better and have a better
One on the
shot
right
at
side.
top 10s
Clear,
and
clear, clear.
5s. As there goes playoff driver Danny Solo.
Right side. Clear.
Oh, got a little bit of screen lock up there. But I wasn't around somebody important for the playoffs there. Didn't want to wreck Danny Solo in that corner. I'm glad I didn't wreck him with the pause and the screen there. But yeah, it looks like if I just do one more lap, I can
Right side.
grab another spot or
Clear.
two here, and then I'm going to park it, guys. We are coming up on the first stage. Got 9 people watching right now. I do want to say I
On your
appreciate
right.
you guys joining
All
us here on
clear.
iSNF TV. Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button and comment in the race chat there. Love to hear from you and see what you guys think
Right
about
side.
the race. If you guys got a favorite
Clear.
driver you would like me to go cockpit view with or highlight tonight, mention their name and I'll be more than happy to do that as soon as I park my car back on pit road. And kind of playing a little double duty out here tonight as I haven't been able to reach Tommy Stanley. I was hoping to get him in the booth with me this evening. To be fair, that is very true. So yeah, this turn 11 is basically like a button hook turn. It is really, really bad. Oh, Tommy Stanley saying that he's
Left
going to be in
side.
the booth here in just a little bit to help me out. That'd be
Left.
great, Tommy. That'd be excellent. I'm sure everybody would love to hear your beautiful commentary.
Left side.
As we're getting ready
Clear.
to come up on the first stage, guys.
Left side. Clear.
First stage will be the winner. It would be Alex Eraldson out of Sweden, your pole sitter. Josh Grosso will get second place. Angel Hernandez third. Isaac Wilson fourth with some very good stage points right there. Daniel Homer, he's in fifth. He'll get good stage points as well. Danny Solo up 4 spots from where he started. He'll get 6 in that first stage. Joe Grijalva, he'll get 7th. Jeff Weimer up 6 spots from where he started. You get P8 points there. Peter Terrio, he'll get 9th for that stage. And Steven Sear, he's up 7 spots. He'll get 10th in that first stage. So congratulations to those top 10 drivers. They'll get stage points. Very valuable for your championship. There goes race leader Alex Eraldson as we speak. I apologize if I held him up at all. I feel bad if I did. I'm trying to just limp it home here, and
Left side.
I am going to actually get back in the booth
Clear.
here and get out of everybody's way. Try to get out of these racing lines and stuff for these people. But before I get too much hate, if you will, I'm going to complete this lap, and then I'll park it.
The leader just did a 1 minute 17.59.
Pull off here somewhere that I can not take anybody out. Right there, be good, and I'll tow on in. And we'll go back live, and that is a trip around Sonoma a couple times. And we're back. Yeah, Alex Eraldson's still out there leading the way, and we got Josh Grosso still hunting him down in P2. That gap is now 1 minute and 18 seconds as we're sitting here. Josh out of Red Wing, Minnesota. Really the only competition that Alex has in his mirror at the moment. Angel is another 3.5 seconds back from Josh. So he's got some work cut out for him if he wants to stay relevant and possibly shake it up for a win. But Isaac, he's still where he started. So really, actually, your top 5 drivers right now are where they started. And they're currently running exactly in that position. But Danny Solo's up 4 spots. He started 10th in this race. He's running 6th. His paint finally loaded. So my last little update did help. So that's good. Joe Grijalva out there. He's up 2 spots since the race began. Weimer, as I was saying earlier, he's up 6 spots. He started 14th tonight. He's running 8th. Very, very solid race for Mr. Weimer. There goes Mr. Weimer there off into the sunset. Driving the discount tire Ford Mustang for Team Penske Racing out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. 93 career starts, 1 win, 28 top 10s, and 34 DNFs. And then, wow, it looked like I think the 45 car may have had an issue. I thought I saw the 45 having an issue somewhere. I know that these guys are running very similar paint jobs, so I'm not sure. Thought I saw a monster car somewhere having issues, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I was seeing something there that wasn't really actually happening. Steven Sear, though, out of Poland, Maine, he is running 10th. That's where he was at during the first stage break. We should be starting to talk about pit stops here pretty soon as well. So I'm kind of curious to know when they will come down. It looks like Josh Grosso just did. He's their first taker for the pits. He had a 51.18 pit stop. I'm sorry. He had a 14.88 pit stop. That tells me tires and gas is what I'm guessing. And it was on lap 17. So he has been down since we last looked at him. So I would only imagine that Alex and Angel will be coming down pit road here momentarily as well. So mistakes on pit road can be costly, and they can cost you some valuable track time. So you never know. We may end up with some sort of an issue where lead changes occur. Surprisingly, Alex only has one career win in the iSNF Cup Series. And I want to say it was at the Charlotte Roval not too long ago. I'm trying to remember back, but I want to say it was. And I think I broadcasted that with Linus Brostrom in the booth. If anybody in the... Oh, somebody just blew an engine. It wasn't me, I hope. Oh, knowing my luck, it would be. I don't know. Somebody blew an engine, though. It's interesting. I'm going to make sure I shut that engine off so it isn't me. But, yeah, I'm running P26 right now, guys. Not bad, huh? Oh, boy. Road course racing, and, not really a lot to talk about because I don't have anybody in the booth. So, just, sit back, relax, enjoy, watch some road course action, I guess. Not really a lot to talk about. Let's see where old Chris Van Maastricht is. He got his car fixed. He's back out on the track. Oh, as we go to show him wrecking on live TV. He is not looking too pretty right there, guys. He's got the left fender sitting on top of his... He's got a broken wheel. I'm not sure what he's trying to do right there other than leave tire tracks, and he just towed in, guys. I'm not sure what's going on with the 17 machine, but he had just got his car fixed, went back out there, and wrecked again. So, I don't know if that's a skill issue or if that's what's going on, but it looks like Hars Masal got his front end fixed. He did have some significant front end and radiator damage on the Cottonelle Chevrolet earlier, and looks like that is definitely fixed and looking a lot better than it did. Michael Hagstrom, I think he might be out of the race. Oh, and Colt Curry as well. So there's maybe a point here where I'm going to have to go out and run a few more laps for positions. Barkley's out as well. Wow, there's a lot of drivers out, guys. What in the world is going on? Huh. Tommy, where are you? I need you in the booth, sir. Really bad, because I've got to get out on the track and get a couple more spots for the 12 car. And I really need a co-commentator in here. You got me? Let me turn your volume up though, because wait. Say something else because I'm going to test it on YouTube. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I'm going to have to go in OBS or something and turn your volume up because you're not coming through the comms for some reason. Yeah, it's not coming through. That sucks. How do I get you to... I don't know either. The mixer. Let's see what we got here. No, because I cannot get you to come through for some reason. Are you in? You're in my Discord in the chat, right?
Yeah. I double checked everything on my side, so.
Are you going to drive anything tonight?
Oop. I came in too late.
Maybe that's what I need to do is see user volume, maybe bring you up.
That should probably be it.
Okay, let's see if that's gonna help. User volume, maybe bring you up.
That should probably be it.
Yeah, there we go. We're gonna have sound.
Okay.
I just press.
Hey.
Yeah, we're gonna have some sort of sound anyway. So, do you need me to screen share so you can see what I'm seeing?
Nope. I am loaded in as a watcher, and I have the broadcast up on my phone.
Well, look at that. Well, let's get off of Mr. Masal. Try and get Isaac Wilson to the point. He comes in very hot into the pits, though. Isaac Wilson hasn't made his pit stop. He's about to right now. Homer comes in as well. Alex Eraldson just pitted. So let's cover Isaac Wilson and Daniel Homer. Steven Sears also on pit road. See what kind of pit stops these guys have. The Barkley's car is absolute trashed right now. If you've noticed, 16 car, there's nothing left of it, but it looks like something out of a horror movie.
Yeah, that's kind of...
No tires for the 43 car. That is a surprise. So tire wear must not be an issue. Fuel only for the Legacy Motor Club number 43 machine. I guess track position's more important to him than fresh rubber. Maybe the cold tires would slow him down in the beginning. Maybe he's looking at the net gain, net loss situation where, you know, you take the new tires, Tommy, and you're going to run 2 slow laps waiting for those tires to warm up, where maybe the fall off as far as tire wear is just not as dramatic to sacrifice those 2 slow laps, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely know Isaac definitely threw a bunch of practice up on for everyone.
Yeah.
So definitely something there. Maybe he figured something out. Maybe he figured that he could run longer laps. Because, I mean, he's been out here for what, 24 laps, 25 laps on the same set of tires.
Yes, he had. Yeah. Yep. And Daniel Homer did an almost identical pit stop to Isaac. So fuel only for the 22 Penske machine as well. So
And Isaac's lap times are still the same. They're not falling, so
Angel looks like he may have taken right sides or something. It probably looks like a 2-tire stop. He's got a little bit of front end aero damage on his car. Looks like he hit a telephone pole. Danny Solo, though, had the quickest pit stop on record so far tonight with a 40.78. So it makes you wonder if he even got his tank full on that pit stop.
yeah. I mean, I'm not too sure on what pit stops are here, of course. But I will say I give everyone credit for making the left and right turns because I could not do it.
Looks like Steven Sear might have had an issue here. Let's yeah, it's showing an off track. Yep, it looks like he overcooked that turn and saved it. So pretty good save there by Mr. Sear, keeping it off the wall. Looks like Hars Masal had an issue here in the 47 Continental machine. Yep, he tagged the wall on the outside there just a little bit, and he's back in action. Looks like Weimer might have had some trouble here at one point too. Yeah, overcooking it. Everybody just having a little bit of struggle out there at some point or t'other. Kind of interesting to just...
Sonoma is not... Sonoma, honestly, is one of those tracks that you would think would be super easy. But it is...
Ooh, the 51 goes around. Yeah, it's not very easy at all with these next gens specifically. As Joe Grijalva having issues there, takes a wild spin. Luckily, no contact with the leader. The leader was going by to lap him right as there was a spin. But Peter Terrio having an issue out there. Let's see what's going on with the number 11 machine. The Toyota Joe Gibbs Racing. Ooh, it's a little hot coming into the uphill downhill stretch there. Jason Bauer with an issue in the 45 Toyota.
I feel like it would be easier to say who isn't having the issues, which seems like at least the top 4.
Yeah, it's kind of that way, and that's what you're going to get with a road course broadcast too, is, you know, you're going to have a little bit... Oh, it looks like Eugene Thorne was stopped out there having issues. The Dex machine was just kind of stopped. He's got part of the word Dex missing and smoke coming out of the car. Let's see if we can catch a glimpse of what happened to Eugene Thorne. He was on pit road. It looks like he just came out with the new fresh tires. Yep, he bunny shifted right into the tire wall. And he blew the engine immediately. Ouch. Mike Iskandar having issues out there. See what's going on with Mike. The only California driver here in the California track. Danny Solo. Nowhere to go for Danny. I don't think there was any contact there. Danny being the cleanest driver on the track as usual. There's no way that he would have made contact with Mike.
Yep. Danny's always Mr. Clean.
Yes, he is. Eugene Thorne trying to limp it back home to pit road, and he does make it safely on the pit road. Eugene Thorne, definitely a night he'd just as soon forget. So what do you got going on over at the house there, Tommy?
Absolutely nothing. Just me and my son are kind of just hanging out.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be over here soon asking who's winning, so.
Well, I do know that I would like to at least get back out there for a moment because I do have some points I'd like to pick up. So maybe you can let me know some of the interesting things happening around the track as I bang out a few more laps.
Go for it. I mean, you are doing these playoffs.
I'm not though. No, I'm eliminated.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, see, I haven't checked up on the thing yet, but yep, I can definitely commentate as you get out there and do some laps.
Yeah, just a few more laps. It should do it. But
right
yeah,
side.
it was a round of 16 was
You're
last
clear.
week. Where the heck were we, Tommy? I cannot remember.
Gateway.
Gateway,
Right
yes.
side.
I was eliminated there by 1 point.
Clear, clear.
Brian Chu beat me fair and
On your
square
right. Door
to that.
quarter clear.
And we have entered the first round of 12. So we have 2 rounds of 12. And this is the first one. And then we go to New Hampshire next week, Tommy. So track that
That's
isn't...
going to be a fun one.
It's an
Right
oval that
side.
races like a road course in a sense, but it is an oval, and so you're gonna have your oval ringers, and I think it's gonna be a mixed bag of oval and road course ringers in that race. So doing good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the New Hampshire, even though I've had some really good finishes there.
Yep.
But I just know that it is very, very I don't even know what words to put it in.
It's very
Right side.
It
Clear,
honestly
clear.
is. It's a weird one.
So to be fair, is it on a scale of 1 to 10? What would you say the skill level would be for that track for New Hampshire?
The skill level should
Yeah.
honestly be a 10 to drive that track.
Ooh, I don't know about that. I think this is I think this is more of a 10, Tommy.
See, I would say yes, but
On your
I
right.
can drive this track. I hate it
Clear, clear, clear.
because I don't like
Right
turning right
side. Clear.
unless it's on dirt, but this is, I mean, I will say this is one of the hardest road course tracks on iRacing, or at least in my opinion, as far as driving next gens on. But
One on the right side. You're
I mean,
clear.
I can limp myself around it. Not very fast, not very good, but I can definitely limp around and get some good.
You limp around at
points.
every track, though.
Not all.
I know, just busting your butt.
The leader is coming up on you.
Depends
They
on
know
if I
that
can
fine.
stay away
On your
from
right.
Chris. If I
Clear.
stay away from Chris,
Right?
On your right.
Oh, he's
Clear.
he's been a missile at this track. I mean, a downright weapon. He
Right
as soon as he
side.
gets his car fixed, he comes
Clear.
back out and destroys it in a half a lap.
One on the right
So
I
Looks
mean,
clear, clear, clear.
Chris does what Chris got to do.
yeah,
The leader just did a 1:16.572.
I
will
know.
say, as of right now,
Hmm.
Angel has had the best lap this last lap. Isaac's being pretty consistent.
Right side.
Josh is fast,
Clear.
of course, like always.
One
I
on the
don't
right
think
side.
anyone really has
You're clear.
anything for Alex.
But we were thinking about that in the real life race. I'm not going to spoil it, but we were thinking that last night in the real life Xfinity race, and that may or may not have came to fruition. So don't. Yeah, so never bet on Alex at this point, because you just never know.
Watch that
You
car
got
down
these
there.
lap cars
Stay right.
out there running around, and cars blowing
Right
up
side.
engines
Clear.
and everything in front of the leaders, and Isaac over driving the corner
On your
just
right.
now and taking
Clear.
the penalty route instead, and all kinds of
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah, as you can see, he's going to have a slowdown penalty for sure for that.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, I will say
Right
I
side.
am proud of Isaac.
Clear.
Isaac running third right now, doing a real good job.
Right side. Clear.
I knew Josh and Angel would do good. They love road courses.
Yeah.
I am a little surprised that Angel's not closer. I don't know if he had some trouble at the beginning of the race or not.
No, he seemed to do. I mean, he qualified third, I believe, and he's been pretty solid in the top 5 all night. Where's he currently running?
He's running fourth. So the top 5 that qualified first through 5th are still all in the top
Right side.
Okay.
5.
Yep.
Clear.
So there's not too much of a change there. Daniel's still running 5th.
Yep.
Alex is first. Josh second. The only people that's changed positions is Isaac and Angel so far.
Yep.
But they are decently close to each other.
How much of a lead does Alex?
Iskandar back out or around. He has a 11-second lead, 8-second lead.
Yeah.
8 seconds.
Yeah, 8.9 according to ticker. Now I can see it. Yeah. And Wilson's third.
Oh.
Hernandez fourth.
Kristen has
Sears up to
11.
8th.
Yep, Sears running 8. Literally running real good. Jalen doing real good. Weimer's doing real good as well.
Yeah, Weimer's got actually a P2 to his credit at this track in a
One on
cup
the right
car,
side.
but it wasn't the next
Clear
gen.
him,
So Katie is Chris's girlfriend. Commented a little
Right
while
side.
ago and said that she likes when I say
Clear.
Mr. Sear. Reminds her of some sort of teacher crush or something from back in the day.
Now that's a little weird.
It is
Weird. I cannot see Steve as a teacher.
true. He's a little too I don't know, sketchy for that. Too shady. I don't know if I
This
could.
is true.
Yeah.
Good news is you moved up some more spots.
Yes, I did.
23rd now.
Yeah, I'm only like a half a lap away from one more spot, so I'm gonna get this
You're
official.
The leader is
actually,
coming up on you. They're not at line.
Roberts is on the same lap. Barkley's
On your right.
a lap sooner.
Yeah.
And then you'll be right behind Chris.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try and go after Chris because it's just too much lappage for a broadcast. I am gonna get back in the booth here after I pass Barkley, who's got severe damage
Right
on pit
side.
road. He may have even exited out by
All
now.
clear.
What is the status on Mr. Barkley?
He has exited.
Okay, so I will overtake the 16 and then I will park it and be happy with a P21? So,
So as of right now, we got 13 cars that are completely out. Oh no, Jeff Weimer has a meatball flag.
Oh,
and
no.
it's Paul Wilson.
because of Paul Wilson?
No, not because of Paul Wilson.
Oh.
I I saw Paul get a meatball as well. See if I can go back. For some reason, didn't
Right
pop
side.
nothing up.
Clear if you need it.
So let's take a gander here. Oh, looks like some suspension damage.
On your right.
Yep, just broke a
Clear.
little too hard coming down. He is back out there though, so he's only lost 3 laps. He's back in 12th now, so at least he's back out there getting
Right
some
side.
points.
Mm-hmm.
Clear. Right side.
I will say this battle for third is
Clear,
definitely heating up.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
So who are those two?
Angel and
Clear.
Isaac super close together. In fact, Angel just overtook him there.
On your right.
Overtook and
Clear.
overcooked. Those are going to be very common words
Well,
here.
I mean, Isaac definitely overtook that corner
Yeah.
after he got overtook, so I mean, I guess it works.
Or like you could use a word like that Isaac tries to say is tooken out. He makes up his own vocabulary as he talks. So there's no such
mean,
word as
I do
tooken.
that.
Have a car off to the right.
At times, not always, at times.
Uh-huh.
I
So
will say though, as of right now, Angel has the fastest lap of the race. And
Right side.
the
Let's bust this
fastest
traffic, girl.
last time by
Good job,
a
man.
lot.
Clear.
As we had another car off track back there, it was Jeff Weimer. That suspension damage definitely has hindered.
I'm just trying to get across the start-finish line up here. I know I passed my pit stall, but I don't care. I want to get past the start-finish line right here. So I'm officially ahead of Barkley right now. I should be scored as 21st.
Yep.
Okay, and then I'll go ahead and pull right here out of the way.
T1.
And come to a rest.
1 minute 15.307.
I will say Alex definitely has a clean track in front of him right now. Josh looks like he got around some lap cars, so he has 2 more lap cars in front of him before he's there at Alex. Especially with 16 to go.
Alex Harrelson still at the point. Where's this battle at? You said now Josh Grosso and he doesn't have anyone around him now. Oh no, I see the battle back here.
Yep,
Yeah, we got Homer.
catching the 77. Josh is, of course, Alex is starting to catch. It looks like the 3 and the 1. Looks like Casey's back out on the track.
Oh, Casey's back out on track.
Yep.
Well, that's not good because I just passed him.
You did. He is 2 laps to you.
Well, I don't want him to pass me back.
With how slow he is going, I don't think we have enough laps for him to do that. To be fair.
The infamous words.
Because he is cruising around at 50 miles an hour right now.
Well, sometimes that's what you gotta do.
He's a trooper. He is.
To be fair.
I'm going to give him that. But I will say he's definitely done better in this race than he did in the Roval. So I'm sure all the other drivers are pretty excited about that.
Oh boy. Wow, Steven Sear moved up yet another spot.
go,
He's
go.
got 7th now.
Yep, I see that. It does look like Josh pitted? Or
Again?
Alex pitted, one of those two
Yeah,
pitted.
Josh pitted again.
Yep,
Yeah.
Josh pitted, yep. As he was really starting to catch him, so hopefully he can pick it back up. Because he did fall.
Yeah, he's got some
All
work
the
to
way
do
back
on
down to 5th.
Solo. Solo's up here. I mean, Grosso is definitely putting on the heat. Battle is what? Battle is a lap down.
Jalen is 2 laps down
Okay.
in 9th. That's the one issue with Sonoma that I have found, even just watching it. There's really very little passing areas
Yeah.
unless you get to some certain corners. But the corners that you can pass at are very, very hard. Because if someone makes a mistake, then it's just completely trash. It does look like Steven is coming down pit road now.
Brings his Valvoline Chevrolet on the pit road for a routine pit stop. I like the fact he's running a Valvoline scheme tonight instead of his boring traditional Hendrick cars.
This is true. I really actually enjoy that scheme. I mean, granted, it's not my favorite scheme out on the track, but it is definitely a good one.
He just got a splash of gas and go. He didn't take on any tires at all or any of that. Hars Masal had an issue out here, it looks like. In
It looks like Delgado did as well. And Weimer is on
Not
the
too bad
struggle
there.
bus.
Ooh, yeah, Weimer having a major issue. Wow. Yeah, I mean, not necessarily a crash, but you know. Casey just passed me.
Oh, yeah, he did. And in the process, about took out Isaac and.
Yep.
Now, when you were out there, did you notice what fuel mileage would have been?
No, I didn't look at that at all. I was focused on the race, the broadcast, as well as trying to just stay out of everyone's way.
Well, I was just curious because I know we're getting 10 to go, 11 to go, somewhere around in that. And looking back, it looks like Alex, Angel, and Isaac are on about a 22 lap run.
Yeah, Angel still has that pretty significant damage on the front end of his Ford Mustang, though. I'm not sure if that's affecting temperatures or not, or
I mean, you can't be Brad Clay without getting a little front damage.
well, this is true. You're not wrong.
But I will say between Angel, Isaac, and Daniel and Danny, they are all, well, even throw Josh up in there. So everyone from second to third are decently close together. They're not super close, but they are still decently close. am curious if Josh can get it going.
I think Josh can pass Danny if he's got fresher tires, which his last pit stop was a 50.87. That tells me he did take on some tires. And Danny Solo still only has that 40.78 pit stop back on lap 24. So Josh has definitely got enough fuel to make it now and fresh tires. So he's got to be closing in on Solo. Looks like Josh or Jason Bauer might have had an issue here. Let's cover that action here. See what the 45 machine may have done wrong. Looks like a turn 11 incident. Yep, overcooked that corner. Just barely missed the outside wall. Brian Chu crashing, it's saying here. Let's check out the 54 machine.
Leader pit road.
As Alex comes down pit road.
A little bit of tire retaining wall damage there. Weimer with another issue since we've last spoke.
Yeah, Weimer looks like once he got that damage on that suspension, if that's what he got,
Yeah.
he definitely has been riding the struggle bus. Alex just pulled no tires, just fuel.
Okay.
He's back out on track now. Definitely gave Angel and Isaac some time to definitely catch him real earlier. Does look like Josh has made the pass on Danny. Which, because Danny pitted. Okay, missed that one. I will say, for Josh and Angel, both of them doing this race, and then
So here's the pass.
Wednesday, in another league that we're all together in,
Yeah.
they're doing Laguna in the next gen.
Oh, boy.
Looks like Angel and Isaac are coming down pit road along with, oh, no, Daniel decided against it. Gonna try to stretch it out a little bit.
Yeah, Isaac, see if he takes tires. So he did not take tires last stop. Curious to see. He's going to grab fresh rubber on this one.
I'm gonna say I don't think he would. The main reason being,
He is. Right side
he
tires
is.
go up.
now I will say Angel did not take tires.
That's a four tire stop for Isaac Wilson. He's going to have cold tires now for 2 laps at least. Only 8 laps to go, so I don't know if that was just out of pure need, or forgot to uncheck his boxes, or is now.
I definitely would not have wanted full tires this close to the end of the race.
Yeah, not running third or whatever. But that brings Josh Grosso back up to third, Homer to second, and Alex Harrelson still retains.
Homer is hitting right now.
Homer does bring his Penske Ford to pit road. Let's see if he takes on any tires. Guys and girls at home, I do appreciate you watching with us on iSNF TV tonight, here covering the iSNF NextGen Cup Series. Go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and share button. It will help with the YouTube algorithm and bring more visibility to our league. And we do appreciate that. Daniel Homer did not take tires on that. There was a fuel-only stop for the 22 machine. He did lose the position to Josh and Angel. So Josh and Angel now second and third, respectively. So their strategy is playing out to help them get some podiums, perhaps, here.
Yeah, there's still about 3 lap down cars in front of Josh right now. Looks like Alex is right behind the 36 machine of Paul Wilson. Lets him by cleanly. So Alex has a fairly clean track until he catches Jeff Weimer. So I'm kind of curious if he takes it a little easy or tries to go all out.
Well, Paul Wilson definitely should have let him go by. It was his teammate, so better let him go by easy. Yep. But Josh is what, almost 24 seconds back from Alex Araldson, our race leader.
Yes.
Ooh,
as
Chris
is trying to wreck in front of him.
Yeah.
Must have thought it was the 23. That's his favorite driver.
No, the 24.
No, not in iRacing in the league. It's number 23.
No, it's
Why
not.
he hit me when I was driving the 6, because he thought I was the 23.
No. His favorite number is 24. His favorite driver in the league drives the 4 car.
No, that's his best friend.
Oh, okay.
They go drinking all the time. In fact, last I knew, Chris invited him over for a barbecue.
So yeah, Chris continuing the struggle out there. Five laps to go in the books here.
I will say Josh is just starting to catch the 45.
Oh, I'm gonna do that. There's a roll bar cam of Josh Grosso. Give a little bit of a interesting perspective of a 38 car running second place right now with 4 laps to go.
Yeah, Josh is kind of like one of those, I mean, he's good on ovals, but you get him on a road course and he's pretty at home. In fact, he, in another league we're all in, he dominated Road America. Had a little bit of trouble after a stage break. Ended up coming back from like 20 seconds back to Angel to finish second, only by 6 seconds. So he definitely one of those road course ringers.
Mm-hmm.
Does look like Alex is catching Jeff Weimer right now.
Yep, Alex gets past Mr. Weimer. Weimer's still hanging on to 12th position despite all of his woes and battles tonight. Let's have a quick moment about Delgado running P10 right now. I mean, I'm unfamiliar with his skill at the road courses, but he's up 8 positions. So that's a pretty impressive feat for somebody that I was completely foreign on coming into this race. So very solid.
Yeah, I mean, everyone from 8th place to 12th, all 3 laps down. Definitely, if they were all around each other on the track, would be a really good battle.
Now let's talk playoffs for a moment with 3 laps to go. So Joey Maines is out of the race. He's been out. He's running 33rd.
He's in, yep.
So he's going to come in with a major deficit into New Hampshire next week. Michael Hagstrom,
2 to go.
more of the same. But Charles Roberson did come in with a huge lead. He's going to take a points hit tonight. It's not going to be as cushy and comfortable going into New Hampshire next week. But I think he's still okay. But so Maines and Hagstrom definitely need to be sweating some bullets because they were already in the kind of the danger zone, if you will.
Yeah, especially with New Hampshire coming up, because I mean, I know Charles will do good in New Hampshire. He does like that track, as Chris goes off track. So that could be something to watch for. Definitely, I know he's going to be fast next week. I haven't seen Michael or Joey really run fully on New Hampshire. Joey I ran with multiple times, but
White
usually back then he was just hitting the wall at New Hampshire, so I really can't say too much. Because it does seem like he has picked up the pace here recently.
Yeah. I mean, what's surprising, though, is most of your playoff drivers are in the top 12, with the exception of Charles, Michael, and Joey. So it's going to come down to, like, stage points tonight, I'm thinking, as well as really just a matter of, like, who got 12th versus 8th and stuff like that. It's a very tight battle. I mean, now with Roberson, going to be finishing 24th tonight, probably, the way everything's looking, that's really going to hurt his points lead coming in. Now, all he's done there is just really cause things to crunch even closer. But Alex Eraldson will go around turn 11 one last time. The Swede out of Perstorp will grab the win here at Sonoma, round 21 of this iSNF Cup Series Season 5. Spire Motorsports for a dub tonight in basically a sub-out, substitute type driver car scenario. Very common at road courses, by the way, so nothing too foreign. But Alex Eraldson will go on to grab his second career iSNF Cup win. That was a stat that I was blown away by earlier, Tommy. I could have swore he had more than one win in the Cup Series, but I think it was the Xfinity
Honestly,
Series that he's.
Same.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
he's super good in Xfinity. Definitely in the Cup though. I feel like he's been fast a lot of the time that we've raced.
I mean, I know he was dominant in the Xfinity Series. And then maybe that's where I remember him, racking up a lot of dubs. But congratulations to Alex. Definitely a very skilled road course racer out of Sweden. So I appreciate him staying up very late in his time zone. I believe it's like going on midnight over there. So I do appreciate him staying up late and racing with us tonight, and hopefully we'll have a shot at talking to him in the booth here in just a moment. Looks like Josh Grosso and Angel Hernandez having a little post-race celebration on their P2 and 3 podiums out there in the grass, having a little fun.
We gotta do better on Fridays, guys.
Definitely a great points day for Angel, being still in a playoff position. He's actually your highest finishing playoff driver tonight. In that number 6 car. So congratulations to Angel there. Daniel Homer be your next highest finisher for playoff drivers. Solo brings home 5th, but he's the 3rd best playoff driver as well. We'll go over that stuff here in just a moment. Let's go ahead and see what we got going on in the booth. See if we can grab Mr. Alex Eraldson and Josh and Angel here.
I don't see Alex in.
I do see
any
Angel.
of the chats. I do see Angel and Josh, so I can bring them up real quick.
Yeah, let's go ahead and bring them up. Let's see if we can get a hold of Alex Eraldson before the night is through as well. Let's see if we can grab...
Nope, that's not the right channel.
Who
Don't mind me, don't know where to put them here.
are we going to go with first, Angel or Josh?
We'll go with Angel.
Okay.
Coming in with that P3. You got a copy, Angel?
Angel Hernandez, you got Tommy and Rhea in the booth. You have a copy there. Not hearing him. I'm hearing something faint.
Let's see here.
Maybe try Josh?
Angel, you got us? He's there because I seen him on mic. Let's see here. Bring Josh up. Josh, you got us up in the booth?
Yeah, sure do. What's up?
Awesome. Well, you brought it home to P2 tonight. Didn't have quite enough for Alex out there, who I pretty much blazed the field, and you guys were just following his flame tracks around Sonoma. But you got to be pretty happy with P2. It's right where you started this race. Looks like you got the right strategy down as far as pit stops goes, and you were hitting your marks all night long. So congratulations on that. But walk us through some of the highlights that, of this race tonight. And, what were some of the key elements to your success, but also what were some of the issues out there as far as like lap traffic goes?
Lap traffic, most of the people were fine. Some of the people, it was okay. It was mostly just about keeping it out of trouble and doing some decent lap times, and you were going to finish okay. Pit stops, we were only 5 laps short of a 1 stop, so you could kind of just hit whenever you wanted. It would kind of work. But yeah, Alex was,
at another level, yeah.
Yeah, it's disappointing not getting that first win, but it's a win in my books.
Right. Yeah, it's a very solid finish, Josh. You got to be definitely happy with that. So did you do a lot of practice before this, or you've been just doing like officials to like learn exactly where your marks are? I know you're a good road driver anyway, but was there anything like special about practicing leading up to this week, or?
No, not really. I just did half an hour of the in-session practice. That's about it.
Wow.
I'm practicing the race.
Jeez. Well.
Yeah, he's one of those.
He's one of those. Oh no. So if you actually did practice, you might have actually had the pole. Just think about that for a minute.
I feel like I was kind of hard capped at like a 5:15. I couldn't have done much better.
Yeah. Well, looks like you helped Angel follow your footsteps all night. He was definitely the highest finishing playoff driver, so I'm sure being one of his friends, it's probably happy for him to come home 3rd. We were trying to get him on the mic just a minute ago, but we weren't able to reach his planet. We're going to try that again here in just a minute, but before we let you go, Josh, before you go celebrate your P2, do you have any shout outs out there, hellos and all that stuff that you want to do before we let you go?
My team owner, all the people under the RFK circle, they're all great guys. Congrats to Angel on P3. He definitely didn't want me to pull over and get P2. He's not wrong. Right? So, but no, it's all good, Josh. We'll see you again soon, and again, congratulations on that. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. And
You want to bring Angel up or you... Oh, never mind. You already brought Alex.
wait, did I?
No.
No.
You want me to bring Alex up?
Sure.
That way he can get in, get off.
Somehow
go
we have all of this stuff all messed up. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I was about to ask that.
Alex Araldson, the one who blazed the field tonight. Congratulations on your second iSNF career win. I would have guessed it was more, but you only had one coming into this. Was that the Charlotte Roval?
Thanks, Ria. I do believe I won the Charlotte Roval, yeah, but I seem to remember I have a few more by me, but maybe I'm wrong. The stats don't lie.
Yeah, so you set a new track record for iSNF at a 115 and change. Actually, no, you did blaze the track at a 114.71 at one point tonight. So you actually beat our previous record by almost 2 seconds. So congrats on that. You got a pole. You got your second win. And you led most of the laps, if not all of them tonight. So let's start there. I mean, what kind of practice did you have coming in here? I think you did say you had a warm-up session prior to this, and a facetious undertone, sarcasm there. 66 laps of practice prior to the green here.
Yeah, that's right. I ran another league race early this evening. As a bit of warm-up for the iSNF race, but it's been a workout mostly.
Well, I appreciate the preparedness that you brought to the table tonight, but I'm not sure everyone else liked it, but it's all good and fun, right? I mean, how was the lap traffic out there? Was that challenging at some point tonight, Alex? Cars kind of in the way. It's very hard to pass here, so.
Yeah, it's a really narrow track, isn't it? And I mean, with 35 cars with varying degrees of speed, then obviously that makes it challenging to pass lap cars. But I had some hairy moments going off track, trying to avoid other people wrecking in front of me while lapping them. But thankfully things worked out, and most people were, very good with letting faster cars by and so on. So it worked out quite well.
Yeah, 10-4. Well, Alex, I know it's late over there. I don't want to hold you up too much longer, but I do definitely want to say congratulations. And before we let you go, is there anyone out there you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, shout out to the broadcast team for making the broadcast happen every week. And also a big shout out to yourself and the other admins for making the league happen.
Awesome, Alex. Well, we do appreciate it very much as well, and we look forward to having you in the future events. I know you can't race in here much, but we do like when you're in here. So feel free to hit me up anytime you want to race in the league.
Absolutely. Looking forward.
All right. Have a good night. Thanks. Yep. Mr. Stanley, do you want to try Mr. Hernandez one more time before we hang it up?
He apparently his mic crashed.
Ah, okay.
Angel, you got us up in the booth now?
Yep.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on a third. You're the highest finishing playoff driver tonight. So that's got to be really relieving for you, I'm sure, for like that rack up a lot of points. You got a lot of stage points tonight as well. So that's got to make you feel very comfortable going into New Hampshire next week. How is New Hampshire compared to Sonoma as far as your skill level goes? Are you fast there? Because it does have some sort of road course qualities to it, even despite the fact it's an oval.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all right there. I haven't done up yet, so I've still tried to do some practice and somewhat get better.
Yeah. So
he's a lion. We'll just naturally go there and be good.
So you finished where you started. You had a good qualifying session. You started third. You finished there as well. Was there any challenges to maintain that tonight, or were you just hitting your marks right behind Josh, or what was your strategy all night?
I stood out a bit longer than Josh in the first stint. I think I could have came out in front of him. Well, I didn't come out in front of him, but coming out of the pits, I did spin and lose like 20 seconds. So I think just looking at it from like the actual results, if I didn't lose those 20 seconds, I think I could have gotten second, possibly. But
So
maybe not. I would have to get it wrong.
So is it true that you asked him to pull over and let you grab P2 at some point during the race?
Yeah.
You know what? I would have done the same. I'm not going to lie.
Should have.
Yeah, well, you'll remember that, won't you? You'll return the favor some point down the road, I'm sure. But, Angel, I mean, congratulations on your third. Definitely racked them and stacked them as far as points tonight. And I'm very excited to see where this brings you into the playoff picture going into the second round of 12 next week at New Hampshire. Again, like I said, and but before we let you go, is there anybody that you want to give a shout out to besides Tommy, of course?
Josh and Chris, he did pretty good at getting out of the way.
He was doing pretty good wrecking a lot too, so.
True.
Come on now, actually, Tommy, you're supposed to say this is true or that is true.
Well, I mean, I would, but I wasn't out there to justify if he was trying to wreck me or not.
Oh, okay. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Angel. Well, it was good talking to you, and good luck again next week, and I'll see you on track.
Thank you.
All right. All right, that was your top three finishers. Let's take a look here at your finishing order. Let's go ahead and get that up here for you here as we're going to go ahead and get rid of that ticker for you as well. The Sears Point 110 at Sonoma has concluded. It was week 21. I don't know why it's saying week 9 up there. We're just going to go ahead and ignore that. Alex Eraldson bringing home 2 P1 tonight, Tommy. He stayed up late over there in Sweden. We have actually 3 out of the top 5 finishers are out of Sweden. We have one representing Mexico, only one Merkin, and that is Josh Grosso in P2. So Angel Hernandez, 3rd, Daniel Homer, 4th, Danny Solo, 5th. Again, these orange highlighted drivers are playoff drivers, so keeping that in mind here as we continue to run down the field. Isaac Wilson, very solid night. He was the first car 1 lap down. He does finish 6th. Joe Grijalva finishing 7th. Steven Sear with a very solid 8th place finish. Jalen Battle brings it home 9th. Christian Delgado, kind of a surprise out there on track, Tommy, but he brings it home P10. Brian Chu, I would have expected a little bit more from him, but maybe it was the next-gen car and the feel at this track for him. I know he was kind of miserable out there at times, but still rallied to a P11. So good solid points night for Brian, sticking it out there. Jeff Weimer with plenty of trials and tribulations throughout the night. We'll just go ahead and leave it at that. He comes home 12th. Jason Bauer out of Canada. He's filling in tonight for the Jeff Cody McCorkle in the 45, but a good solid P13 for him. Paul Wilson, very solid as well. 14th for him. Mike Iskandar, your basically home state hero, if you will, brings it home 15th. You know, he continues to keep his average finish in the top 15. It's just uncanny to see because he's not even that good here, and he still rallies to a top 15 every race. Peter Terrio, filling in the 11 machine tonight, comes home 16th. Harsh Misal out of India. I appreciate him even starting the race. At one point, he was worried he was even going to be able to stay awake for this event, but he did stay out there. He got 17th. Chris brings it home 18th with a lot of damage on his race car. It is a skill track, unlike super speedways, so he did struggle out there quite a bit. I'm trying to get the rest of the results up for you guys. Here we go. We do have Eugene Thorne coming home 19th. Casey Tomlinson 20th after getting a lot of repairs made. Tristan Rivers, 21st. Myself got 22nd after I passed some cars that were already put on the hauler. Justin Barkley with some significant damage to his number 16 machine comes home 23rd. Charles Roberson, I never did see what brought him out of the race, Tommy, but 24th, that's got to be pretty brutal. 46 laps down for the 20 machine. I'm curious to know what happened there. Austin Cook, the same thing. I never saw him actually get caught up anything, but 25th, not the finish that he was looking for. Colt Curry, 26th. Michael Hagstrom, another playoff driver, 27th, not the night that he was hoping for. Blake Lothian, 28th. William Britton, 29th. Jake Grout rounds out your top 30. Johnny Castle, 31st. Joey Maines, your last place finishing playoff driver, brings it home 32nd. Rosa Laszlo out of Hungary, 33rd. Rodrigo Novaes, he was fastest in practice and then didn't even take the starting grid. So I'm curious to know what happened there. The Brazilian driver of the number 10. So I will at least credit him with a provisional. I'm not too sure what happened though. Richard Malagani is your last place finisher. He also did not start. He'll get a provisional as well in the 41 car. So that is all she wrote for this race. Tommy, any final words from you?
I mean, the only thing I kind of want to say is looking at, the playoff picture. And then this race, definitely not the race Michael was looking for. Michael being 12th in points, 5 down from everyone else. Definitely did not need the struggle that he had. Joey kind of was setting a little better. Definitely not the race he wanted. The one person I will say that probably got hurt the most is probably James.
James Bowles was not in this race.
Exactly.
I just
and
now
I don't know
know
if he has any provisionals or not.
He's not allowed to use provisionals for playoff drivers. Can't use them in the playoffs.
Okay, well there you go. I feel like he's the one that's probably going to take the
Oh
biggest
my gosh,
downfall.
you're right.
I know Michael definitely is going to take a big hit being down there.
But Isaac,
only 3 points above the cut line for James. This is really going to kind of put him in a real big hole, especially looking at the guys that are above that cut line going into New Hampshire. I know, haven't seen Daniel Homer run it, but he has picked it up a lot lately. So I feel like he's going to do good. Brian seems to always do good there. Same with the other guys. James, I haven't ever really seen run there, so I'm kind of I'm a little worried on his advancement.
Yeah, because Isaac Wilson came in clutch tonight. You got to admit, P6, and he was in the top 5 all night long. He was going after it. For somebody that was in a very hard-pressed predicament coming into this race in the points, in the playoff picture, to come home 6th with some very solid stage points, mind you, he's out of the basement. You pretty much got to agree there. Bowles definitely in trouble now. Maines definitely stays in trouble. Hagstrom stays in trouble. But I would say Weimer, even with a P12, and I think he may have got a stage point or two out of that deal somewhere along the way. I think he's going to be safe for now. He's going to have to definitely do a little bit of work at New Hampshire next week, but I don't think he's going to have to do as much as, say, Michael Hagstrom, Joey, and James will next week. So, Charles, though, he definitely gave up a big lead. Jalen did not do a stellar performance tonight, but he's going to definitely gain on Charles. Angel definitely picked up the pace. So we've got some guys with momentum. We got some guys that have kind of fallen off. So it's interesting. It is interesting, and I'm excited for New Hampshire, guys, and hopefully Ghost Racing Network will be back in the booth for us going into New Hampshire. Hopefully I'll be able to have a chance to, race and get back out there. Kind of somewhat my home track, I guess. It's, just one state over, so. But Tommy, it was a pleasure having you in the booth. I'm going to go ahead and shut this one down and wish everyone out there a happy summer, I guess. Enjoy the sunshine and the warmer weather, and stay safe out there. Watch your motorcycles. Always look twice for motorcycles, and make sure you get plenty of room to the truck drivers out there trying to get all the freight delivered, and just be careful and safe